You may wonder, who makes a weekend retreat? Well, it's really everybody. Men, women, young adults, engaged people, married people. This weekend it happens to be women, and we sat down with some of them. And Melissa, I just want to start with you. I want to ask you, you are in your third year of residency to be a physician.
Correct.
You have a really busy schedule.
Yes.
And yet you've taken 3 days out of that busy schedule to come here for this retreat. Why?
Well, I think because my life is so busy and I'm always working so many hours, nights, and my life seems it's so easy to just sort of ride a wave, and just kind of go through the day-to-day and survive, that I think it's really important to take time out, to back up, to stop, to give the Lord an opportunity to speak to me, to refocus, and really look at again, what am I doing, where am I going, and what is God saying to me today?
Dolores, how long have you been making retreats?
This is my 17th year.
17 years, coming to this particular retreat house. Now, what brings you back?
Very good question. You walk away. I come out so elated on Sunday, I don't want to go home, to be honest with you. And I also find, Father, life has changed out there. Our masses are different. Our priests, we have a shortage. I need to be refueled, and this does it for me. I just find God when I'm here.
Do you know what it is, though? You come here, and is it the talks that are given? Is it the quiet? What is it that allows you on Sunday to walk out of here feeling differently?
I do enjoy the discourses, and the masses are beautiful. The company, we look for each other. Having come 17 years, you get to know everyone, and we worry about each other and look for each other. I just find it very wonderful. That's all there is to it. The grounds are beautiful. If you can't come here and find God, I don't know where you could go and find Him. And let's face it, there's problems at this stage. There's always problems coming up. You have to have a little help.
Annie, do you find that someone needs to be especially religious or spiritual for an experience like this, or can anyone benefit? I mean, first of all, why do you come, and then what do you think about who should come?
Well, this is my 5th year on retreat, and I remember when I first came, I was going through a lot of unhappiness and difficult times, and I heard your retreat that you gave at Holy Trinity, and something in that retreat moved me tremendously, and I felt as though I had a new openness. I felt that my heart just kind of opened up that evening. I will never forget it. And I knew that I needed to find more of that, because in my daily life I didn't have that feeling of just being open to God. And so I came here, and I remember coming into the retreat house, and I had no idea of what to expect, having never been on a retreat. And I came in, and I saw all of these women who were, dare I say, elderly, much older than myself. And I was afraid, and I wanted to turn around and leave, because I thought, what do I have in common with these women? What can these women give me? Well, by the end of the 3 days, I was completely in awe of them, because I never saw such faith, such strength, such perseverance and endurance as I witnessed among those women that weekend. And they held me up. They really did. And then I find, coming back in subsequent years, sometimes I'm holding other people up.
Dolores, in your many years of making retreats here, is there something that stands out, some moment, some experience, something that you say, that was a real special one?
Yes. Father Ben, God rest his soul, his meditation, I will never forget it as long as I live.
Father Ben was on staff here then?
Yes.
And he gave a meditation?
He gave the most beautiful meditation. We went off on a rowboat over to an island, and we met Jesus, and we walked with him. I'm telling you, the chapel was in tears. It was so moving. I've never heard anything like that since. That really. And now each time I come, there's a different meditation, but I will never forget that. I never will. It was really moving.
And Melissa, you have not made as many, only this is your second one.
This is my second one.
A special moment or something that sticks with you about the last experience?
You know, I think I didn't really realize it until at the end of our last year we wrote a letter to ourselves, you know, and the letter came in October, and
Wait, let me understand this. So you wrote it while you were on retreat, and then it was sent to you afterwards some months later?
some months later, right.
Uh-huh.
And when I wrote the letter, I sort of tried to make it a point to, you know, sort of say where I was at and where I think I should be in a year and whatnot. And at the very end of my letter, I put, you know, don't forget to make a retreat. You'll need it. And there were some issues that I was dealing with last year that are still present with me, but I realized how much I had grown.
Annie, a moment for you that stands out from your retreat experience?
Oh, well, without a doubt, it was when Father Paul placed the little wooden crucifix in my hand that he gave out on the first retreat, and he said that God is always with you. When you feel God is not with you, just hold it, keep it with you, and you will feel God's presence, and I still have it, and I carry it with me all the time.
Well, Annie, Dolores, Melissa, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us
Thank you.
today. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.